Are you wasting your own time? Do you realize you're wasting your own time? Do you know how detrimental it is to your health and to everything you want to achieve when you're wasting your own time? Do you understand why wasting your time is not okay? Because today, we're jumping into this topic. Roll it. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, check out the last video that I'll link below, and of course hit a subscribe at the end of this video if you enjoy what you see, if you like the message we're bringing to you, and hit the bell so you can catch the rest of the videos and the rest of the series that we're going to be coming out with, which we're pumping out on a daily basis. We really had to think about, should we start with wasting our own time, or should we start with wasting other people's time, or in general the topic. And I really like talking to people about wasting your own time. The reason, it all comes back to that self-respect, that self-love that we have for ourselves. See, we waste time and it's a daily thing. It's a habit we form. Bad habits are formed over time, and when we form these habits, we don't realize we're actually doing it to the degree that we think we're doing it. And then all of a sudden, we start to really punish ourselves because we're wasting so much time and not achieving the things that we know we should have been achieving. Now, if you're thinking there and you're asking yourself, is this me maybe? And maybe you haven't watched the video from yesterday, but you know, the idea here is, did you take some time ever in your life to look at how much time do you actually waste in any given day? Once we start analyzing how much time we're wasting, we start looking at how much time we're actually doing things and how productive are we in that time. A lot of the people we talk to, well, they're just kind of like, well, I thought I was being really productive. However, maybe I'm at 10%. This is horrible. See, when you have bad habits on wasting time, what ends up happening the time you do have that you're productive? Well, that goes down too, because those bad habits, they're ingrained within your thought process, and then all of a sudden, even when you think you're being productive, you could have been so much more productive, but you're not. What ends up happening is that you stop respecting the time you have for yourself. And once you do that, well, this opens up to the opportunity of other people not respecting your valuable, precious time. This happens more than you think, and this is the next stage to analyzing this whole idea of how much time you're actually wasting. Once somebody sees that you don't respect your time, they will take advantage of it. And once they take advantage of it, well, this opens up the door for you to create more bad habits where more people start taking advantage of your time. This isn't for, you know, just people that are in the situation. This can happen to the most efficient people once they stop respecting their own time that they have. These bad habits develop, and when you finally realize it, it's a little too late. I was talking about this concept with a friend of mine who was not understanding how this whole process works with people who are on social media, yet they can't respond to her. And what was interesting about it was when I brought up how I deal with people who are messaging me and going, well, why aren't you responding to me? And usually when this happens, I show them the process I take in order to do the content I'm doing. I'm responding to the clients I have. I have to treat this like a job, and you are with me, so you gotta treat it like a job. You're in my life. You gotta treat it like it's a job. It's my job, not yours, but you gotta treat it like I'm treating it. And then respect value will increase for it, and they won't really be angry about it. Stating what you need as the relationship progresses will help combat this whole bad habit creation. Because at the end of the day, we're creating these habits by ourselves, by not respecting ourselves, and then we're allowing this to occur to ourselves through other people. Now let's put this into perspective. Once you create these bad habits for yourself, what else occurs? Well, you start doing the same thing to other people. This is why wasting time is not okay. When we waste other people's time, we don't even realize it half the time. We only really realize it when the person pulls back, because we've been torturing the person and taking time away from the things they really need to be doing. And until they stand up for themselves, they will allow this to occur. Most people will take this as a blow and they'll back off, and they'll be like, well, does he not like me? And their insecurities come out, because at the same time, when they do the same thing, they see that the other person's insecurities pop out, and all of this is happening in the mind, in the subconscious mind, and voila, insecurities are born, and these bad habits develop more and more. Wasting time is not okay. We need to analyze where we're at, how much time we're wasting, how much time we're being productive, and where our productivity level should be. Once we do this, well, I can guarantee you, working out of the habits of wasting time becomes so much easier, and life starts to move forward again in the right direction. And why does it move in the right direction? Because all of a sudden you're starting to achieve those goals you've set for yourself, and things start moving in the right direction. My name is Nikos. This is mentorsapproach.com. Hit a like, hit subscribe if you like what you saw, and of course share this message with anybody who would find some value in it. Of course, leave a comment below and let us know, have you ever just taken the time to see how much time you waste, and did you have a little bit of an epiphany?
Snowy